Hello, Hattrick fans. It's time for the final stream this season. A little extra stream, in fact, because we're playing in a qualifier. Let's see if we have the pictures. Well, I think so. I hope so. There we go. A lot of other matches going on today, which we won't follow. I hope you guys are doing well. It's fairly hot in the studio already. But yeah, really getting a little tense, I feel, ahead of this match, even though it shouldn't be. But you should be careful about saying such things as shouldn't and all the good stuff. We play San Marino Barracuda, and a lot of the friends on the channel and the stream are actually also playing tonight. Tripichetti playing FAF Juventus, and Fayotano Fins, Oregano. There he is. Hey Oregano, hey Dion Law. Good luck, thank you. We'll be following it. I'm glad to hear so. Nasty Dragons, of course. Touristo, no. Oh. And I haven't seen any spoilers for this. Let's see if... Oh, I guess someone won the qualifier today. Golden Bots. Hamson won the qualifier. Four, two, in fact, 1, 2, and then a set piece as well. So Tovanek playing in second division in the coming season. Congratulations, Hamson. Well, maybe he'll show up today in the stream. Who knows? San Marino. Let's also follow the qualifiers for the top flight. Legalin versus San Marino Legends. Dicali. Looks like Nasty Dragons will be the favorites in that one. Fayotano Fins. Looks like a fairly even matchup, just judging from the very basic numbers. Oh yeah, and before we do anything else, let's fire a player in the academy, because that's what we often end up doing. Capio Chioni. Tio. And that will not do. Alright. Let me just turn off the music here, and then we can do a little scouts call. Let's see what Giorgio, Pietro and Primo has for Intercalvajal this week. A 15-year-old powerful so far, overall 5. Scoring. Hey. What do you guys think? We also have another 15-year-old here. Ranocchini. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that. I think we go Arigo. Simply because he has the powerful specialty revealed already. 15 years and 51 days. We'll see. Imagine he is excellent scoring. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Low defense, yeah, it really does. I mean, there's no use having a lot of defense if he's to be a striker anyway. He won't be using it. He won't be using it. 5 minutes. Hi, son. At Stadio di la Libertà. Not exactly what you want to see. Fans are dancing in the streets. During the close of the season, we actually got to gain some fans because it's been a tough season, in fact. Minus 15 fans over the course of the last season. Friendly next Sunday. I'd love to see it. Casoli. The fact is we haven't revealed the potential for any of these guys, which makes it a little annoying for the next match. Hey, Yapu. Welcome in the chat. Thank you. I am not sure I've seen you during a live stream before, so welcome. I think we'll just move. Oh, look at that. That's on a keeper. So we've been training double scoring just to finish off Marino. Oh, thanks. Been following the videos for quite a while. First stream. Oh, excellent. Good to see you here. I think we'll go primary passing, secondary scoring. Hey Medieta, thank you. Good luck today, Mfolky. Thank you. Will the outcome impact your moves this off-season? Not really. I mean, when we look at the players in the training planner at the moment, heck, we'll just look at them here. We do have like a year, a full season at least, before we want to invest a lot. But like if we end up losing, I think we honestly, if we end up losing the qualifier today, I think the move is to sell most of the, like Monbeck here, for instance, and Stevie Benton, perhaps even the goalie as well, and just farm for full season in the 4th division, really, against a lot of bots, to be honest. Even though it will be very boring for the series, it would be the best solution if we end up losing. Just saving all the wages and just getting a lot of good home matches. But we're not going to lose today. And if we win today, the idea is probably to just keep all the defenders we have in the team in for now, at least until we are secure in the league. But it is really about, sorry, let me just turn off the notifications on my watch here. It is really also about finding a good way into the competitive phase, transitioning, because it's not that far away. And the good way into the competitive phase could also be to sell the current defense trainees, like not the final round of players, but selling those off and potentially buying even stronger. With Volucus out, how does the rating match the opponent's defensive wall today? Yeah, that's the question. I'm thinking that we should be fairly okay, but now we do have two fairly qualified wingers to play towards the wing. So let's take a look. Yeah, we are playing attacking on the flanks here against long shots. And we have Becker towards the wing and Beltigano on the other wing. Utopian skill. All right. Nasty Dragons. Let's see against D. Kali. Up against counter attack, perhaps? No, I don't think so. Hefty midfield. What's up with all these? They don't have any specs. Larry, what's going on? Did I get a notification? Ooh. It's not a quite full stadium, but 60,875. That's pretty good. That is pretty good for qualifier. I wasn't expecting that many. Trippichetti. Looks like small favorites in this match, perhaps. Quite even though. I thought Alaric was doing a sellout. Phaeton offense. Magical counter, but they'll have to find the sides. Attacking in the middle. This is one that depends on the mood of the game engine, right? Will the counters like it? Do they land in the side? Inuk Gray, how did you get such big talents? Only through the youth club or buying? The three central midfielders are homegrown players, all of them. And then I bought Beltigano and Igor Becker at the age of 20, halfway through the 21st year, right? They were mythical wingers trained basically to the final skill level they needed in winger. And then you can't see Volucus today, but I bought him as well. And yeah, so these guys through the youth club, of course, and then another three players bought as half-baked trainees. Legalin versus San Marino Legends. Very open encounter here. Marco Rumlich. Oh, it was a sub. I thought it was a new instruction. Vegan FC versus Every Dead Dream. Looks like advantage Every Dead Dream in this one. I mean, about the Nasty Dragons and selling out Oh, do you think he's just training Capicchioni for the national team now? Or? We have a goal, and it's against Feutanofen's Ultima Guardia. Bruni. Oh, the irony. It's a Finn scoring against the Finns from counter down the right. But I must admit about finding the roundup players, it is getting increasingly alluring. As far as I heard or did read in the chat, Vanagon would be closing his team. Oh, this is an annoying track. But he's still playing friendlies. But all in all, we should be getting a better cup seed, even though the cup seed in San Marino is fairly... like you can only play as many matches before you'll start playing really tough opposition anyway. The true top teams. Can't really tell. Training midfielders, perhaps? Oh, Mundbeck had a chance on a corner. Did we have a man mark? Toni Siponen. Fiorazzo Vakirka. Oh, the technical. Let's have a look. See, 11.5 stars. Down to 4.5. Looks like you are down on spec hits 2 to 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This is I'm not entirely sure if it's playing like a reset long shots team somehow. Hey Roman, good to see you in the chat, but we are far ahead on midfield, so a lot of the position-based special events should go our way. Imyard, hi, hello, good to see you in the Twitch chat. Minutes gone, just a single chance. We have an injury for Slavomir Jurka of Juventus. He'll be replaced by Bordellini. Nasty Dragons down the left. Muradin Piermatov. They better make use of those chances. I mean, they are up against a fairly scary central attack. Here comes Trastulli down the left. Roberto Trastulli. Go on. %, and it's a miss. Don't let that be an omen. Trastulli. Simulator seems to be unavailable at the moment. Did you guys notice how the youth club was down last week? For quite a while. Trebikeri. Not with the greatest of starts here. And it's because it actually said Juventus had the biggest share of the possession here, but it's actually changed since the start of the match because of the injury. Oh, you didn't notice it? I just like the convenience of having everything recorded each and every week when it's up, however, but it's back up, and that's quite nice. Vincentius Vistartas with an attack down the left against Every Dead Dream for Beacon FC, but it's still 1-0. How are we on stamina here? Passable. Passable. Solid. All right, I think we are in a good shape for this one. Maybe Berli is... Oh, okay, he's inadequate. We actually have 4 straight wins. It's been a while. Did you guys set a preferred division? I haven't got around to do it in San Marino. I think I might just see if I can do something in the manual window instead. Same goes for Denmark. It looks like I'm going to play in a strong division in Denmark. Hey Martin, good to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Francesco Tijoli with a minor injury. 15 minutes into the game for Ultima Guardia. .5 stars today for Senati. Francioni in passable form. I need to beat this guy, yeah. I think it'll go our way. Let's see here. We've had 18 minutes of play here. Barracuda, Ignacio Berno on the left. Can you believe that in 10 days it'll be round 1 of the cup already again? I mean, that's gotta be the only positive about having a qualifier, right? You have one less weekend without a competitive game. New seasons and cup runs. I mean, that is the big thing that we could definitely do. Like, if we can do something nice in the cup, we can really. Yeah, I can imagine with this reset oregano. But if we can do something great in the cup, like if we can. If we can go perhaps to the 4th round or something, we actually start. I mean, we could accelerate how we try to look at starting up in the competitive phase. You are the big favorite in this one. I certainly hope so. I hope that the match engine feels that way. If that the match engine doesn't have feelings, but I hope it sees it that way. Okay, I'll stop talking about human characteristics of such a thing. Anyway, there's a goal for Legalin. Jabba al-Alawi. Fernando Guerra. Unpredictable event here. He might be giving the ball away to San Marino Legends. Oh. But he gets away with it. Looks like your players is like 2 seasons from its highest performance peak. Or how do you see it? 2 seasons, they definitely won't be at their best. But the thing about having the, like, in 2 seasons at the age of 28, we'll be so far in our cycle that we can start training other players because we'll be doing passing as well. Left attack now for Inter Calvajero. Let's see. Trastulli. He has the chance to redeem himself now. Is that a miss already? It is. Trastulli. So if I open the training planner here, see roughly 2 seasons from now, 14 weeks of playmaking, 3 weeks of scoring, another season of playmaking, then we move on to passing. That means we can train at least 1 more striker if we bring them in. If we play 2-5-3, we can train 2 strikers if we have them in the team, of course. So the main difference about reaching that stage, this is that's the stage where we can bring in top players to other positions without losing training on them. And that's all. Like, if you watched the last episode of the Let's Play, I was reflecting on, okay, we've been trying to keep the wages down by going back and forth between passing and playmaking, meaning the wages are a bit lower now. But on the other hand, we are farther away from being able to bring in 2 strikers and training them in passing. Easy game for you. Mine is a bit more like a coin flip with slight advantage for my team. Oh. There he is. The Vino Aficionado. Possessor. Demanding a home goal. Amarone. It's in the right wing. It's gonna take a little luck, but it's there. There's the first one from Trepiketti. Mr. Amarone. Barolo. Pavaresco. Brunello. Bernaccia. That's a nice little theme here. Our theme is missing down the flanks, apparently. Perfect timing to be joining. Obviously, if you bring in a few defenders, you would also be able to train them in the friendlies, of course. When is my birthday? It's in 3 months. Here comes Juventus. Eduardo Bordellini. Sonsini Sambuca with the block. Good save this time. "25 minutes into the match, still no goal here. Here comes Calvehave, into Calvehave on the ball. Igor Becker, down the left. Surely this is the time. Now it comes. Come on. He's in. He's through. Oh, now I just realized how long this commentary is. There it is. Igor Becker. One 0. Vegan FC takes the lead as well. Vicentius Vestatas. 26 minutes. Central attack, 35% chance of scoring. Oh, that is living Hattrick life a little easier. Goal! Yeah. Yeah, but thanks, Martin, but it's not my birthday though. Fayetano Fins, Valentini attacking down the right, 31% chance, but it's easily collected by Walter Mayani. Just you don't miss it. Don't you worry about it. Andrea Mazzaroli with an injury. He's been subbed off and he's been replaced by Castiglione. Happy birthday, everybody. It's gotta be someone's birthday somewhere, right? So in fact, happy birthday if it's your birthday. Now, equalizer, Vladimir Blucci. And now we have Legalin attacking the other direction. It's a quick event. Trying to set up Zanotti. Oh, it's a wing event. A regular wing event. You were born in the hospital. That's pretty good. In the bed. Fayetano Fins with the equalizer. Gualtiero Valentini. Central attack. 30% chance. And that's the equalizer. They stole Zanotti. Nah, I mean, we've already faced a few Zanottis here and there in San Marino. It's a fairly common name. But Zanotti's a little like the Highlander, right? There can only be one. I don't have any team orders set at all. I only run a 3-man bench as well, because we have a suspension and an injury in the first team today. And well, also trying to keep costs down, so we don't really have a lot of squad players. The question is, will we ever get a lot of squad players with the budget we have? I don't really think so. So I think that's one of the easiest conclusions about the cycle. We won't be having a wide squad with a lot of depth. That will be unlikely. The market is, I mean, it doesn't really happen to have anything to do with the market, but it would have to crash completely for us to have any meaningful Don't know why Hattrick doesn't allow me to make subs in the match. What do you mean? You can set orders to have a sub made? You could just do like this. Now if I you just have to have it planned. Haven't you been doing so? Oh, live? Yeah, I mean, Nasty Dragons has taken the lead. Capicchioni from a direct free kick. And there's Belchigano down the left. No, it hasn't. You came just in as we made it 2-0. Belchigano down the left. The left has been very popular today. 4 times attacking. It would give too much advantage to adjust whenever needed compared to opposing manager not being live. Yeah, exactly. Wonderful. Nothing about Hattrick is realistic, so that's not an argument. The thing is, Hattrick was designed during a time where you probably wouldn't be sitting in front of the computer to follow the match, because then the phone would ring and then you would be disconnected from the internet perhaps, because nah, it's not my birthday. I was about to say I don't even know when it is my birthday, but of course I do. But it's certainly not today. I know that much. Fayetano Fins has taken the lead now. Ricardo Maria Sagini. Central attack once again, and now they look to stay on in Division 3-8. Now a corner for Fayetano Fins. Andrea Lotti. Flavio Calzolari. And there it is, 3-1 Fayetano Fins. Good stuff. Another injury for Barracuda. Abdel Halim Husni Aloui. Kukusa replaces him. Oh, wow, that was a big 8.5. Oh, it was the keeper. Oh, jeez. 8-star keeper replaced by a 2-star. Yeah, it looks like it'll be kind of smooth. Hey, Benjamin. Probably not too happy with the injuries. Yeah, I mean, we were favorites before any of the injuries. That has to be said, but seems like the servers are running properly again, and like the new leagues have been generated in Denmark, and I think I have to do some scouting ahead for the manual window, if there's even any spot to grab in any other division, just to see if we can make life just a little easier. V119. What country are you playing in? I mean, I'm talking about about Denmark at the moment, the 4th division. My ratings outstanding. Yeah, outstanding high midfield. Very high, actually. It's like BBC attack of Real Madrid versus Newcastle United. It's not really fair at the moment since they had the keeper out with an injury, but it could definitely be better if we had Leauge in, right? And I'm actually just quickly going through the Danish leagues here as the matches progress to see if there's anything to worry about. And from what I see, there's like 3 bot teams that I could swap with potentially in that'll be on Thursday by midnight if they activate it, because you know sometimes when it's during the middle of the, like it's my holidays right now, so it don't matter that much to me that I would have to log in perhaps at 6 in the morning. But when you count on being able to make the swap at midnight and it doesn't open until 11 the next day, it's kind of frustrating. If you set the alarm, okay, I'll wake up, I'll get it sorted, I'll get a good spot. But there's been some trouble with it. It was very good last season. Worked exactly as planned. Yeah, honestly, I don't even see any good options to swap around, so that's out of the question. That's in Denmark, at least. We have reached halftime. We lead 2-0 at the break. You Nico Becker and Beltigano, our two beloved wingers, making the difference today, it seems. Tropichetti lead 1-0 against Juventus. We have Feuilleton offense ahead 3-1 against Ultima Guardia. Nasty Dragons lead 1-0 against Decali. And in the top flight qualifiers, we have Weekend FC leading 1-0 against Everyday Dream. Between Legalin and San Marino, it's 1-1. Did I hear the new World Cup song? I'm sorry, but I haven't. I mean, I could hope. So, a bit of a... Oh, see, this guy, Alphavel, made a swap into our division. So the statistics... Look at this, 40 average. Oh, we are actually below. So the team in Denmark is in a fairly similar position to Intercalveo cycle-wise, and we will only need to train scoring for a few more weeks. In fact, we only have to train for one season, the coming season, so we'll be stronger than the statistics you see here. Maybe not more, but on average we'll be better. We will be better, because we'll be back to training playmaking. But I mean, if we look at... I don't know if you guys know this site. But if we look at the statistics, this season we finished 4th. And if you look at the ratings, head stats wise, I mean, maybe in the end, yeah. But if you look at how close we were in the beginning and how bad we were when we played in the cup, wow. Then we got back up. Average. Oh, we can't. Oh, that's the old. So this is the guy coming down. Fairly strong defense. So we'll be starting away against Saviors. Roughly 400 head stats. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough next season. But I mean, the best part about not being able to find a good swap division is the fact that you don't have to worry about it, so maybe that's good. Be right back, getting a little more to drink in the heat. Be right back. So guys, what is your situation next season? Are you hoping for a cup run? Hoping on promotion? Did you promote? Did you relegate? If we look at... You can't see the team ranking, can you? Can you? 108. How did that look in Cup Round 1 this season? $108. Avengers United. Oh, I really hope I don't get to play a part. 4 other teams won the leagues, but San Marino is just surviving. This is 108. Mamante. I think we played Mamante, didn't we? I've seen... Yeah, we played Mamante. Building the team, but I have a player on the youth academy that will be on 2259 HMS. I can pull up in 4x days. Does that mean 4 days or 40 days? It's always very nice when you get to promote someone in the youth academy that you can build upon. 42 days. Oh, okay. Main team was best in ratings, however finished second on goal difference. Second team finished third, but should go for promotion coming season. Still early in cycles though. Core only 20 years old. I mean, as long as you don't start overextending and spending money that you can't really justify can't get them back in. Or 2 times we played Mamante in the league almost 2 years ago. I lost relegation qualifier on purpose. I'm in the process of selling current batch of trainees and still training for profit anyway. I mean, if I wasn't looking for the prospect of getting better cup seats in order to generate some profit that way, I would be better off just farming 4th division for maximum attendance. Grimtsum, only recently started my Hattrick team. I took over a bot team that was guaranteed promotion, so I will promote to tier 5, so it's going to be rough next season. What country do you play in? Welcome. Exactly, second team gets some reinforcements as the midfielders and forwards are only solid. Have to have bought reasonable players, so should be fun. That's nice. Main team is good enough, plus we get a formation change soon, so should help. Yeah. I mean, it's probably one of those scenarios where if you do the math and you optimize it, you might end up right now in a scenario where it's not like going down to just farm 4th division would be boring. But the thing is, maybe like if you haven't tried going up through the divisions, like more than just promoting once, realizing that you spent money on players that you would have to change out anyway, and now you can't because you've lost money in the process, is not boring but more frustrating. USA, I actually left you a comment on your team page about getting into Hattrick not too long ago. Oh, it's you. I made less money from ticket sales in Division 5, finishing 6th with 6 wins, 1 draw, compared to winning 14 in Division 6. I'm really hyped with the Guyanan team. Five high potential Red Hearts as core trainees. Good amount of money saved already and well on track to dominate the country in about 8 seasons. Exactly, keeping an eye on finance and the cycle is one thing. However, you do need to keep the fun. No, but I mean, I have tried promoting and playing more like in I'd call it in a football manager, championship manager kind of way, rather than having everything, the frustration when you get stuck and you run out of money and you can't do anything because you didn't plan ahead. I prefer boring. Now that I know it, because I've tried it before. Which season was this? Oh yeah, it's not generated. Season 18. Mamande. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I was about to say it's impressive that you didn't lose any matches. Hey, Steve! Oh, Steve, it's been so long. We were wondering the other day, what happened to your extra teams? Good to see you in the chat. A long time. No see. We're about to kick off second half in the qualifier. We are fairly confident that this is going to end up nicely. Hey Steve, don't worry, don't be sorry about it. I mean, my take on everything was the fact that it's the busy days for you. I know that you're very busy during this half of the year, so my idea was he's probably busy doing his thing. Good to see you in the chat though. Hope you're doing well. I know I am. going to Austria in a few days. Wednesday morning, I'll be driving my bicycle along with a friend of mine. Been working a lot, even decided to close all the extra teams in Hattrick and focus on the main team only. Doing great, thanks. Good to hear, I love to hear it. How's your team doing though? Got promoted with the main team, but not sure it was a great idea. Now, we were actually just talking about that. I mean, I ran like looking over the results on like profit from spectators and stuff. Being 5th in 3rd division is not better than just farming 4th division. Hey Hampson, congratulations on the promotion. Try to maintain while training my wingers to level 15. Crazy, but I forgot. Those the guys you're trying to sell for profit, or did you start it out your cycle? Look at Tovanik doing a long shots masterpiece here, converting 2 shots into long shots and 2 chances into long shots. Then a central goal. That was a bit of a and then okay, profit. Your goal is reached. Oh yeah, profit trainees. Did you train them in defense for a bit, or? With the promotion money I will get, which will be roughly 700,000 US dollars, would you suggest to upgrade my stadium? It fills out at 12k. Absolutely. I mean, the fact of the matter is, now you promoted in the first season and you will be facing a very tough season. There's no way around that. But in the starter stadium, if I go to my women's team, that's not my women's team stadium. This is, if you look at the starter stadium, so it's a good question, because when you started with 12,000 capacity, you don't have any seats in the VIP boxes. And the way the fans work in Hattrick is, they are not intelligent in any way. Meaning, like the VIP fellas, they won't move into the seats under the roof if there's no VIP seats left for them. They'll just go home. So when you don't have any VIP seats, you'll be losing. No matter how bad it's going, you'll be losing each and every home game if you don't have any. So that's the thing. So I would definitely... Is it this one? Yeah, this calculator, right? I would definitely advise you to try this out. So if you just make an input of your fans, I don't know, maybe you start with like 500. So now you have like, you got promoted, 700. Let's set it to 800. Something like that. Fan mood. Let's just set it low. If you confirm these, you'll get an estimate of what your stadium should be. And since you are growing, you'll still gain fans. You can make the change like this. And it's called Energy Jack. If you're using Fox Trick, it's this from this cork. Very good question and very relevant, because if you've set up some nice training, if you've set up the staff, you've got the players, stadium is the next priority. Would be something to have 100,000 stadium for your women's team. Yeah, I mean, probably a bit of a waste, yeah. I think it was someone in the YouTube chat who recommended me to go have a look at Welcome to Wrexham. And in fact, it's just been running like the first 3 seasons on like the Danish state television. Sounds like state. No, it's not the state television, but public service station. And at least it gives a good analogy of where you start out in Hattrick, right? When you come in as a new manager. So you'd have to imagine that you were doing Welcome to Wrexham, but you are the owner without any money whatsoever. So you have to do it without any extra exposure and extra money, anything. Yeah. Welcome to Wrexham is a documentary series with Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. Yeah, I mean, there's this thing about no one being able to pronounce his name anyway, and they buy Wrexham. It is and it's kind of funny. There's some elements of it, but I think it's Rob Mack now. Oh. Yeah. There's some silly elements, especially during the first and the second season, where there's a lot of like, because they have to introduce the fact that, like, for the American audience, they have to tell a lot about Wales that a lot of Americans probably aren't aware of, which is not that uncommon to Europeans, because we know that Wales and England may not be is not the same country, like, but yeah, but there's less of that in the third season, as far as I can see. It's also shorter. But it's just nice to see the stories and I certainly felt like maybe like I've been turning away from modern football. I certainly liked this low league atmosphere and these things going on in Welcome to Wrexham. I thought maybe I should go watch some lower league football in Denmark or something. Igor Becker. Is it on one of the flanks? We could be up for 3-0 if we are. No, we couldn't because it was central. I haven't been watching the Intercalviheo series lately on YouTube. Can you do a little resume? The last week's? Yeah, definitely. So, if you look at the league, which hasn't been updated yet, we were in a bit of a tight situation coming into the second half of the season. Then we played Club San Marino League, who eventually finished third. They were top of the table for quite a while, actually. And we had an excellent run-in, beating Sabio Pendes, Montserrat, and finally Ingra Valley in the final match of the season to finish fifth. Pretty close to Lieldiel. Unfortunately, for us, it wasn't enough to get out of a qualification spot. So here we are in the qualification zone, playing a qualifier. But we lead 2-0, so that's pretty good. And we are roughly making the same as a fourth position prize money would have been. Then you live the right place. Oh, the most important. Too long didn't read for Steve. Yeah, sausage has been sold. Gisa, hey. Hello. Good to see you in the chat. Then you live the right place. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I live in the right place for some lower league football, but I mean, there is some football. I actually took part in... I need to show you guys something. What? Unsubscribing right now? I need to preview here. So, my first team in Hattrick was called Calveheo EF from my boyhood club. And we were actually invited to play a... It feels strange to say this, but I'll say it anyway, to play a veterans match. And I took part in that and we won 4-1. And I actually, like, my original club doesn't play anymore because it's not dissolved, but it's merged into this other thing. And maybe I should go watch them play sometimes just to get a feel of that. I had an injury when I was like 21, so I didn't play ever since that, really. I didn't really feel like it. But maybe I should start going to see some of those matches. Everyday Dream with the equalizer. Charles Hubert Flockman on the left. Yeah, we did. They play in blue. Those were the guys we beat 4-1, by the way. It wasn't like I probably had a hand or a foot in their goal, to be honest. But I was terrible. I mean, like I said, I had an injury. I used to play on the wing, on the back, and my last few senior matches before I got injured was actually in central defense. Yeah, Steve, I'll be honest. Like in Hattrick and in football, money talks. And we were actually... He had an excellent transfer evaluation halfway through the season. Just look at what... They actually sold him for even more towards the end of the season. I had the same thing happen to me. I was a keeper and got a pretty nasty injury that never fully recovered. I did have trouble. I noticed that when I'm running, look who we bought instead. Marcus Monbeck. I'm sorry, Steve. The plans for next season is to finish to finish in the top of the league. Because if we do so, we'll be generating better home grounds. And hopefully we can make it further into the cup. I went up to grab a corner kick and collided with one of the attackers and just landed awkwardly on my right leg. Blew out my knee everywhere. Yeah. I actually, during that game, I found out that my kneecap isn't actually tracking correctly anymore on my left knee. Yeah, we'll see how good of a buy it actually is, because he has dropped a bit on the transfer evaluation, and that's because we can't actively train him. Like when we are constantly training playmaking, we can train him 50%, so we might be losing a little on him. So what we gained from... You were right, Steve. I'm sorry. I'll have to admit it. You might be right in the end. It's never nice to hear about other people's knee injuries, especially when you've... Like, I've had surgery in my knee and stuff. I actually started doing extra exercises in order to have that knee starting to track in properly, because I've started running again. I've got a couple of guys to sell. When is the best time of the season to sell? It's probably around now, to be honest, because Oh, you switched back to wing. Yeah, you should probably look to offload them during the start of the season here, because people are getting... Yeah, but there's also more money in the market. People are investing in their squads at the moment, ahead of the new season. That's the usual thing. The first week, it also depends on the player type. I mean, the thing is, if you're selling players that are that you imagine would go into the first team, Benton has stayed with the team for a long time now. Yeah, he's been here for a fairly long time. The idea is just to, like the wingbacks, Sortic and Benton, was to get in some players that could at least sustain their value, perhaps even gain a little. But we have to swap them, because they'll get into, like, I don't know how to describe it, but when they're young, like eventually they'll just go into this area where they won't ever be able to really recover the value, whatever you do to them, because they've just fallen off from the optimized track. So we have to sell them before they fall off too much. Raul Canals, new keeper. Fairly close to be looking at how we should approach launching our cycle, to be honest. But it's a good thing that I'll be going away for like a week and a half, and so I don't start out accidentally, because I get impatient all of a sudden. The thing is though, if we get a really, really strong start to the season and we go far in the cup, we generate some extra money, it may even, I know it sounds strange, it may even make sense to just sell off Benton, Canals, Manbeck, our last defender as well. Just sell off anyone worth anything, and just rake in the last money from that season and then prepare for the next season. But that would, I mean, that is if we go on an extremely good cup run. And then again, I think I've actually added up the salary that we could be, all the wages we could be saving, and it's not a great deal when you look at it. The youth team, maybe Marino here could sell for a little bit. Promotable in 94 days. That's the only really interesting player, and he's... I've seen better. I've even heard Danish managers argue whether going forward, is it even worth the 3,200, no, the 320,000 euros you invest into the academy each season? Is it even worth going forward if you're not just looking for homegrown players. Like if you just want to sell, are you better off just closing the academy? The thing is, if people start doing that, it will help the prices of all the other young players, right? Because then you will be lowering the supply. But it's actually a pretty bad indicator, and at least a fairly, we're not a big country, but we have a fairly sustainable, and I think we're like 4,000 in Denmark. So if that's the case in Denmark, it might also be the case elsewhere. And that could really be troublesome for the game if we don't have any players getting generated. Vegan FC takes the lead 71 minutes into the game. Vincentius Vistartas with his second of the evening, now with a brace. Could be fun to meet other Hattrickers. Oh, it certainly is. Been to a few meetups in Denmark. Hey Dusk, good to see you in the chat. Doing well, doing fairly well, I should say. And McCulloch. Kalvehave, yeah. Yeah, we were firm favorites, and then Barracuda had a few injuries, and then we were even bigger favorites. Should probably score a few in the closing minutes of the game as well. Not that we really need it. I met a fellow Hattricker in the supermarket thanks to the t-shirt I won in the channel contest. Oh, you did? Nice. Oh yes, I watched the match. I did miss like... I was tired towards the end. San Marino Legends is taking the lead against Legalin. Tomasz Kiciela down the left. The Danish Hattrick helper simulator here. DHT. So on this page, you can download the add-on to integrate it in your Hattrick experience. And then you can see this is the logo meter. So whenever it's towards this end, all the way, that means San Marino Legends would be very lucky. So this is trying to replicate the simulation, like the 100 replay simulator. The thing is, it's gotta be for my match. Yeah, sometimes the servers are just too busy, I think, really. So sometimes, like if I go to this, you see it's a fairly even matchup, 46.5 of the times. And this would be expected goals. And whenever this is in the green, it's supposed to show that it's a pretty fair result. Trebiketti up 2-0 now. Samuel Venaccia Tentoni down the right. Twice in the right. Lovely. Kalvehave with the ball now. Is it going to be 3? Sideways pass. Norway deserved better. Zanotti from the left. Zanotti, will he seal off the season? No, it's saved. Ah. I think Norway played well, but I actually saw, like, speaking of Welcome to Wrexham, Ben Foster, and I really liked his take on like VAR and all those things. Is they can pretty much just take any situation and then just do whatever they feel like. And it's not a way that it improves the game. And then they talked about, I think it was maybe on some other channel, they talked about the wire, and certainly looks like it hits something and you have to call it back if you hit anything outside the field. So that doesn't change the fact that even though it was a nice effort from Bellingham to eventually equalize to 1-1, he does go past 3 players right in that action. And there was another situation like with that right in towards the end of the game, I think, with that Norwegian central defender who was, I think he had the cramps or something. They could have blown the whistle, given a free kick there. Perhaps another pretty important booking there at some point. Perhaps even a red, I don't know. Vegan. 3-1. Bestartas with a hat-trick now, this time from the right. Should Hattrick add more positions? So some forward in a midfielder hybrid? Maybe it would complicate the game too much, but it's an interesting thought. I think, like, there used to be a very strong like the technical defensive forward would probably be like the problem is he's so vulnerable to the man marking, but that used to be the case, and it used to be the strongest position other than the keeper, the technical defensive forward. The contributions to the side attacks and from the passing contribution was too strong. And now they've been nerfed and they are vulnerable to man marking, which has been introduced after as well. I think they could add some more like special positions like the PNF. Whoops. San Marino Legends. Didn't they go up? 3-1. Do you have a position you need to shop for the common season? Not really. Not really. We do have three fairly strong defenders and a fairly new keeper as well, so we should be able to play some combinations with the players at our disposal at the moment. Vegan FC 4-1. Bogdan Talpau. Direct free kick it is even. Today powerful striker is a good, or how I see it, very good I have a PNF, and the PNF was what gave us the win last week. Everyday Dream, Lucas Vaz from the left with they claw one back here at least. 4-2, 10 minutes to go. We do need to employ a new coach quite soon, since our current coach did fall down to disastrous leadership. So we have to enjoy the level 5 training while we can. So next season will be with passable leadership qualities, which should help us improve even more. Equalizer from Di Cali. Quick event. Jorge Despla sets up Axel Benson on the right wing. Would you get another level 5 coach? No. Unfortunately, there's just not. We don't have the financial strength to do that. Would love to, but if we can't bring in roundup players because we get a better coach, what probably doesn't help us that our players are marginally better towards the end of the cycle. Fribikeri. Free kick here. Davide Venanzini. Complete control from the keeper. Should I be a little disappointed that we haven't furthered our lead? They play a little worse when bruised, yeah. .58 expected goals. Battle for midfield. You ever trained set pieces? No, perhaps towards the end of the cycle. It makes better sense because with low levels of set pieces, you can't even utilize the full training update. 5% chance for Camillini, but he saves here. Kokusha. De Cali takes the lead towards the end here against Nasty Dragons. Fiorenzo Vakirsa. .53%. If you train set pieces, you can probably be very strong with long shots. If I train set pieces, it would be in order to score more indirect set pieces and direct shots at goal. Also, so just to be able to defend. So perhaps when you get your final form keeper as well. Ignacio Bermejo. Nasty tackle here, yellow card. Ultima Guardia. Claw one back. A counterattack down the left. How many attacks? 9 from Feotin offense. How many regular attacks? I should double check that. 8. It might not be over here. Hey, welcome. Sorry, I mean, thank you for stopping by, Enoch. Have a great evening. Hope to see you in the new season. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Thank you for watching. Free kick, David Venanzini. But it's saved by Cesare Giran. 5 minutes to go now. Butt bash. Steve, have a great one. Hope to see you sometime soon in the stream and in the comments of the YouTube channel. Have a great evening. Thank you so much for watching and stopping by. .50-50 ball in the midfield. Igor Becker, 3-0. Down the right. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I will do. Igor Becker with a brace. Oh yeah, this should be in the back. Fair turn of Finns. Another counter. On the right. Oh, that's a great save from Pini. That might be the savior here. Successful survival campaign then. Are you happy with how the season went? Yeah, I'm fairly happy with how the season went in the end. Mostly because I might have underestimated how difficult it would be to train scoring meaningfully on central midfielders and wingers, and yeah. A little. We're almost done with that. We'll have to train 2 weeks of scoring in the coming season at some point. Because we can train 1 week scoring. And then we are done for good. At least in this cycle, that is. Two added minutes. 2 minutes added at Sisuarina. At Liantre, we have 2 minutes added as well. Nasty Dragons may be going down here. Salvation. Going to Calvaheo. No relegation. Would love to see a little goal. here we are. We are in once again. I think the next season is the last season of growing my core before I try a promotion push. Interesting times. Free kick for Calvehau here. Gio Girolomoni. 4-0. The veteran. Yes. Set pieces 6. Perhaps an investment in that could further our chances even more. We have the first result in. San Marino Legends make their way into the top flight after beating Legalin 3-1 at Legalin FC Arena. Congratulations to San Marino Legends. That juicy passable set pieces skill, yeah, but we haven't really gotten around to do anything about it, and probably won't for a long time. It certainly doesn't make any sense at all to train before you have a proper keeper in your setup, or the best possible keeper you could have, really. Wow. There it is. Save from relegation. Another season in Division 3. Lovely, lovely, lovely. 3 million in the back. 300,000 euros. Lovely. Trebikeri, save from relegation as well. Division 4-3 will feature Trebikeri as well. Theo Tenofins in Division 3-8 will live to fight for another season here, beating Ultima Guardia 3-2. Nasty Dragons will face relegation to 3rd Division. We'll see where they end up. And finally, Vegan FC secure another season in the top flight following a 4-2 win against Every Dead Dream. Did we play Every Dead Dream at some point? Yeah, we did. Was it this season? It was. We lost. Yeah. Thoroughly beaten. Mountain King. Oh, they won 8-0 against Lazy Horses. Wait a minute. Easy win as expected. Yeah, I'm just thinking, did they sell out or? Yeah, at least for Inter Calvehau, that was a fairly easy win. Comano Terme against Magico Napoli. Okay. They certainly didn't want to promote. As you can probably tell. So, generation of the league tables have been delayed during the day. They did eventually come in Denmark. But we'll probably not sit around here and wait for it to happen. Congratulations, Scrats. Well done. Great job. Well done. Thank you, guys. be so interesting to see how things shape up in the next season, because I also feel like we're starting to be strong enough, hopefully, to go a little further in the cup, but it all comes down to what kind of draw you get, and hopefully we get a nice draw next season. But I do think that it's time we call it a day and call it a season as well. Thank you so much for staying with Intercalvo throughout the season, throughout the series so far. And hopefully a lot of you guys will be ready to follow the adventure next season, when we fight once again, most likely in Division 3, 4, of course. I do hope to provide just the final update about Intercalvo this season before going on the trip to Austria, but we'll see. I'm hoping that I can find the time to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Sunday evening, and if you're going anywhere, have a nice trip. If you're staying at home, have a nice summer at home. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in a few weeks' time again, when we are ready for the new season. Have a great one. Take care. Bye.